Hello everyone! We continue working with the pattern for dresses with dolman sleeves. Today I'm going to show you how to make one more dress using this pattern. Have a look at this sketch. This is going to be a circle dress. There will be a triangle neckline, dolman sleeves, waist seam, and a circle skirt. The thing is that it's possible to make such dress only if the dolman sleeves look like in my pattern. You won't be able to make such dress if your sleeves start right from the waistline. The pattern for this dress is the same as for the previous 8 ones. The length of the skirt will be 75 cm, and my waist measurement is 104 cm. Let's start working. First, I need to cut a circle skirt. I need 3.5 meters of fabric to make this dress. To make a circle skirt, I need to find its radius. To do that, I need to divide 104 cm into pi. 6.24. The radius is 16.5 centimeters. Now I can put the pattern and the sketch aside. First, I need to make a circle skirt and then attach it to the bodice made using the pattern. Be very attentive. I'm going to show you how to make a half of a circle skirt. I'll cut the second half off the camera. This is the edge, not the fold. First, I need to measure and mark 75 centimeters here. Then I need to measure the radius up from this point. Next, I need to fold the piece of fabric in half according to this point. This point marks the radius, 16.5 centimeters. This one marks the length of the skirt. Now I can start drawing the first half of my circle skirt. First, I need to draw the radius by making beam-like moves. Next, I need to draw a bottom. Watch how I'm doing it. I'm also making beam-like moves. I remind you that the length of the skirt is 75 centimeters. Notice that I put my finger on the mark 75. The dress will be amazing. Let me tell you a story. I went to one very expensive boutique with my friend. She tried the dress on, dolman sleeves, waist seam, circle skirt. We loved it. The dress was very expensive, and we didn't buy it, even though the shop assistant offered us a 50% discount. I came home and made such dress for my friend, and then for myself. Be very attentive. I remind you that I'm cutting the 2 layers of fabric at once. This is the half of my waist. If my waist is 104 centimeters, this distance is 52 centimeters. This is the half of the circle skirt. Be very attentive. I'm making not a half circle, but a circle skirt. Next, I'll cut the second half. I'm making the second half absolutely the same way. Now I can cut it. The circle skirt is almost ready. There will be 2 side seams in this skirt. These are the 2 halves of the circle skirt. Next, I need to change the neckline. First, I need to make it 6 centimeters wider. You can make it as wide as you want. I think that maybe I'll even make it wider later. Make sure that you make the front and the back necklines wider evenly. Next, I need to draw the front neckline. I'll draw it this way, with the use of the ruler. It won't be too deep. Have a look at the sketch. The front neckline is not deep, and the edges are straight. The front neckline is almost ready. Such necklines are very beautiful. The back neckline should not be that wide, but it should also be straight. The front and the back necklines are ready. To make this dress, I need just the upper parts of the patterns. Anyway, I don't want to cut them, because I'm going to make one more dress on its basis. To make a dress of 3.5 meter long piece of fabric, I need to make a seam on the center front. I don't have an opportunity to cut the front detail without a seam. The seam will look pretty good. Let's start cutting the front. Be very attentive. The center front should be cut on a grain. The grain is parallel to the selvage. I need to mark a waistline with a piece of chalk. When making dresses with waist seams, you should add a couple of extra centimeters here. I'll add 1 centimeter seam allowance and about 1.5 centimeters more in case I need to alter the waist. I'm not going to draw the seam allowance. I'll just start cutting. 1 centimeter to the center front. I'm making the 9th dress using this pattern, so I can cut without hesitation. One centimeter here. I want to make the sleeves a bit shorter. You can make them as long as you want. Next, I need to fold the pattern this way and draw a waistline. I'll add 2.5 centimeters here, 1 centimeter seam allowance, and 1.5 extra centimeters. I remind you that I made the sleeves a bit shorter. The pattern is not close-fitting, so I'll cut about 1 centimeter here. I know that I can do it. Next, I'll tack the center front. I'm making the 9th dress using one and the same pattern. This dress will be absolutely amazing. It will look very beautiful with high heels. Such dresses suit not all types of bodies. I recommend making a mock-up first. I know that this dress will look good on me. Have a look at the front. The front neckline is pretty sexy. This is how it looks like in the sketch. Next, I'll cut and tack the back. Do not forget to mark the waistline. There will be a seam on the center back. Very nice. This is the waistline. I need to add 2.5 centimeters here. Maybe I won't need these extra centimeters, but it's better to cut them than to regret not adding them. Such short sleeves look really good. I also need to make the waist 1 centimeter tighter. I want the dress to be a bit more close-fitting. I'm taking the center back. This is the front. Next, I need to tack the shoulder and the side seams. When I tack these details, the only thing left to be done will be to attach the bodice to the skirt. I can tack without any problems, because I know for sure that the details are accurate. I need to tack the other side the same way. This is the bodice, and this is the circle skirt. I need to fold the skirt in half this way and make a notch here. The notches should be attached to the center front and the center back. I need to turn the bodice right side out. I'm attaching the notches to the center back and to the center front. I also need to match the side seams. I don't take into consideration that I added 1.5 extra centimeters. I'll tack the details the way they are. Now I can start tacking. This part was cut on the bias, so it would sag anyway. Tack the whole waist seam this way. I remind you that you can make such dress only if dolman sleeves in your pattern start not from the waistline, but higher, just like in my pattern. Otherwise, a dress would look awful. The sleeves I showed you are perfect. They don't even look like traditional dolman sleeves. I'm taking the waist seam. When I finish tacking, I'll try the dress on. The seam is ready. Let's have a look at the dress. Now I'll try it on. I recommend making the skirt in such dresses 75 centimeters long. This is the perfect length. As I've already said, it's better to make a mock-up first, and then decide if the dress suits you. I recommend either making a waistband or wearing this dress with a belt. I also recommend making the sleeves a bit shorter than in the previous dresses. Details should be small and elegant. This dress itself is pretty complicated. The lines made with the use of ruler look amazing. Have a look at the neckline. Beautiful. The dress makes it seem like even I have a waistline. As I always say, my body is perfect, pretty square. Have a close look at the dress. This is one of my favorite designs. I really wanted to show it to you. I recommend making such dresses with circle skirts. Half circle skirts won't look that good. This is a circle skirt. The front detail is half circle, And the back one is half circle as well. I also want to tell you that we should not forget about the black color. Black dresses are very elegant. I know that some modern designers don't like black color and try to avoid using it in their collections. I don't agree. Black color is gorgeous. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Paukšte Irina. Guys, please subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, and press the like and the bell buttons. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.